What's good, YouTube? This your boy Chopper Style, and this is going to be my review on Coming to America Part 2. This video will contain no spoilers. Yo, who's seen this coming? Coming to America 2. One thing I like about this is there was no need for them to make another one. Part 1 was great, and I definitely think Part 1 was better than this. But I'm just so happy to see everyone come together. I mean, just about the whole cast, minus very few, were in this movie. I mean, it was so cool to see everybody. And Eddie Murphy, he did it again, man. Was himself in this. I mean, it was classic Eddie Murphy. He was definitely the funniest person out this whole movie. And actually, all the actors that they put in it were funny. A lot of comedians, people I've never even seen before, and they were really, really good. And the story, I'm like, how could they make a part 2 to this and make it interesting? And they found a way to do it. They find a reason for him to come back to America again for a great reason. And the movie even tells a really good story and teaches you a little bit of a lesson. I really like that. They even have flashbacks to the old movie. They throw so many cameos in there of people that you would not think would be in this movie, and they're in this movie. The dudes at the barber shop, they're in this movie, and they are hilarious. Some of my favorite scenes. Arsenio Hall, he is himself. He is hilarious. Like, watching this movie just took me back. It just took me back in time, and I just sat and enjoyed the movie for what it was. Was it perfect? No. Was the story 100%? No. Was it predictable? Yes, it was. But it was just a very enjoyable film to watch. It was very funny. I mean, dude, some of the jokes in this movie with the comedians they had, Tracy Morgan and Leslie Jones, man, they were hilarious in this film. Leslie Jones, man, she is a funny ass person. I just think of all the movies I've seen her in, and in this movie, she just plays a really good character, man. So funny. And also, Maine Fowler, I've never heard of him before, but he did a really good job, and he was actually pretty damn funny in this movie as well. I mean, it was almost everyone was pretty much funny in this movie. It was only one character that was in this movie that I felt should have had a bigger part because you would think that she would, and that's Tiana Taylor. In every movie she's played in, she's had a pretty decent part, and in this one, she had such a small part. I mean, like, she only said a couple words. I just wish her part was so much better. She was a new addition, but it felt like it's like, for what? Wesley Snipes, on the other hand, he was a new addition, and he was a hella fun. He seemed like he just had so much fun making this film. He was goofy. He was funny. You could tell making this movie, he enjoyed every bit of it. It was a fun movie for everybody, and it was a good time. I haven't enjoyed a movie like this in a while, and it was just good to sit back and watch this movie and laugh and, not be too strict about it. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's not like part 1. It's not supposed to be. Let's be happy that a lot of these people are still alive to even be in this movie. Like, it's crazy, like, the gap between part 1 and part 2, and just about everyone is still there, and they did such a great job, man. This is a movie just to watch and enjoy. If you like part 1, there's no way you're not gonna like part 2. Some jokes are hit or miss, but for the most part, I definitely enjoyed this film. I had lots of great laughs, lots of cameos, lots of throwbacks. And I also like that the story wasn't pointless. They came up with a pretty decent story to make it all fit and pretty much pick up almost where it left off. And they put a very good meaning behind this. That's what I like. I noticed Eddie Murphy in his later films, he's had some meaningful messages in some of his films. This film kind of reminds me of A Thousand Words. That was a movie that I thought was going to be dumb, and it wound up being very good with a pretty damn good meaning in the end. And this movie does the same thing. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. I would definitely love to watch it again. But watching this actually made me want to go back and watch part 1. When they showed some flashbacks from part 1, I'm like, dude, I got to go back and watch part 1. Oh my, like, dude, I really want to go back and watch part 1 just making this video. But this is it for the review. If you liked, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Chopper Style out.